Hey, church, before anything else, I want to pause and celebrate what God did at Easter and what we're continuing to see even today. This weekend, we're celebrating baptisms of people, many of which made the decision to follow Jesus at our Easter services. That's what it's all about. Life's changed, people stepping into new life and publicly declaring their faith. Thank you for the way you leaned in, serving, inviting, and praying. So many of you have been faithfully praying through your salvation prayer list, and we are beginning to see God answer those prayers in deeply personal ways. One of those stories connects directly to what we're seeing on the north side. Lisa Treadwell is a mom of our church whose high school daughter, Helen, has been part of the student ministry at Carmel. Helen was baptized this past fall, and since then, she's been inviting her friends into what God's doing. She brought several of them to the Northside One event, and that night, one of her friends made the decision to give their life to Jesus. That student was someone Lisa had been praying for by name on her salvation prayer list. At the same time, one of Lisa's college-age son's friends has started attending young adults and is now preparing to be baptized. That student was also on her salvation prayer list. And Lisa's story isn't the only one. The Northside One event itself was incredible. Over 150 students gathered, and 15 students made first-time decisions to follow Jesus. To stand in that space and see it filled with students responding to God was significant, especially when you think about the fact that just a year ago, we were praying over that building, believing God would use it. Now we're watching it happen. When you step back and see what God is doing, He's moving through our students inviting friends. He's using moments like the Northside One event, and He's answering prayers that have been faithfully lifted up through these salvation prayer lists. As we continue to see what God's doing across our locations, let this encourage you to stay engaged. Keep praying, keep inviting, trust that God is at work in ways that we don't always see. Thank you for your generosity and faithfulness. We continue to see God moving powerfully through your faith. Now, let's prepare our hearts for the Word of God.